Hello everyone, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. In today's video, I'm going to be doing a video about multiplying polynomials by monomials. This video is going to be shorter than the last one, so don't worry. But without further ado, let's head on straight into the video. Before we multiply polynomials and monomials, first we need to understand what they are. So a monomial is an algebraic expression that has one term. And this term, there are many different examples of a monomial. Some including x squared, 4x, or 4x squared. So as you can see, the x squared or the variable squared does not matter. It could be, a monomial could be 3x cubed. It does not matter as long as it's only one term. Now a polynomial is very similar. It's just a different number of terms. So a polynomial is, again, an algebraic expression with three or more terms. And a binomial is two terms. So it's really important to understand the difference. A polynomial is 3 and more, binomial 2, and monomial 1. It's very important to understand that difference so that you know how to identify a polynomial and how to identify a monomial and how to define a binomial. So an example of a polynomial could be 3x squared minus 2x plus 5, or it could be something like 2x plus 4x squared minus 1. Now usually you put it in order based on the biggest square, like 3x squared minus 2x plus 5, but you could still have 2x plus 4x squared minus 1. As long as it has 3 or more terms, then it is considered a polynomial. And as you can see here, I wrote 2 terms as a binomial, and if you want a video on binomials and multiplying monomials by binomials, make sure you tell me in the comment section down below. But anyways, let's start on with the problem. So 2x times 4x squared plus x plus 3. So 2x is a monomial, and 4x squared plus x plus 3 is a polynomial, as we can tell by the number of terms. So first things first, we're going to go ahead and put it in parentheses. And this parentheses indicates multiplication. But what you're going to do is put the monomial outside of the parentheses and the polynomial inside the parentheses. And this is really important because it helps us when we're trying to figure out how to solve it, because we are using a certain property called the distributive property. And it's easier to use distributive property when you have parentheses. But anyways, let's say we have 2x and then in parentheses 4x squared plus x plus 3. So using the distributive property, which essentially means we take the term outside of the parentheses and we multiply it by each and every term inside of the parentheses. So we will end up with 2x times 4x squared plus 2x times x plus 2x times 3. So as you can see, I multiplied the monomial, 2x, by every single term in the polynomial. And then you simplify and you'll get 8x cubed plus 2x squared plus 6x, and that is your final multiplied polynomial. Another example is x times 4x cubed plus 7x squared, then plus x plus 4. So as you can see here, we just have more than 3 terms in the polynomial, but it's still a polynomial because the definition of a polynomial is 3 or more terms. So then we're going to go ahead and put the polynomial into the parentheses and put the monomial outside of the parentheses so that we can use distributive property. And then once you use distributive property, you'll get x times 4x cubed plus 7x squared times x plus x times x, and then plus 4 times x. So as you can see, we're going to have more than 3 terms, but as I said, that is still a polynomial. So first you'll get 4x to the 4th power plus 7x cubed plus x squared plus 4x. And this is our final polynomial. It's important to remember that all the same rules and the same steps apply even when you're multiplying by a bigger polynomial. Now the next and last practice problem that we're going to do together is 5y times 10y squared plus 2y plus 1. So again, I just put them in the parentheses and I use distributive property. So get 50y cubed plus 10y plus 5y. And as you can see, I just narrowed down the steps and I did more mental math. As we went through each practice problem, I added more mental math. But anyways, you all are going to do 2 practice problems all by yourselves, and you will have 2 minutes to complete them. The first one is 3x times x squared plus 4x plus 9. And then the second one is 20y times x squared, or x cubed plus x squared plus x plus 1. You have 2 minutes. Did you do it? Let's check if you got the correct answers. So for the first one, we're going to go ahead and put the polynomial in parentheses and keep the monomial out. And then we'll go ahead and use distributive property, and we'll get 3x cubed plus 12x squared plus 27x. The next one is 20y, and then we have x cubed plus x squared plus x plus 1 in parentheses. And using distributive property, we go ahead and multiply 20y by each of the terms in the polynomial. So we'll get 20yx cubed plus 20yx squared plus 20yx plus 20y. So as you can see, I applied the same rules even though we had 2 variables. The same rules still apply. So it's really important that you remember them. Congrats, you made it to the end of this video. Whether it's you needed help with this concept, you wanted some extra practice, or you wanted to review, I hope you learned something or got some extra practice in. It'd mean the world to me if you subscribed and hit the notification bell so you get notified every time I post a brand new video. And if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you didn't, give it a thumbs down. It just tells me if I need to change anything. And if you have any suggestions for any of my future videos, make sure to leave them in the comment section down below. Thank you all so much for watching. Bye!